Breaking news! Red Sox superstar Rafael Devers could be making a shocking move to the Dodgers. Is the deal already closed? Sources are buzzing, and this blockbuster move could change everything for LA's lineup. Imagine Devers alongside Betts, Freeman, and Ohtani unstoppable. But how real is this rumor? Are the Red Sox really letting go of their franchise star? Stay tuned for all the details. You won't want to miss this one. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would Devers make the Dodgers the best team in baseball? What is going on, Dodgers fans? Buckle up, because we have an absolutely shocking rumor that is setting the baseball world on fire. Rafael Devers, one of the biggest stars in the game and the face of the Boston Red Sox, is being linked to a potential move to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yes, you heard that right. The Dodgers, already loaded with superstar talent, might be making yet another blockbuster move, and this one could completely change the landscape of Major League Baseball. But how real is this? Is the deal already closed? What would this mean for the Dodgers, and how would it impact the Red Sox? We have all the latest details, so make sure to stick around because you do not want to miss this. Before we dive into everything, if you love getting the latest Dodgers news, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're always covering breaking news, trade rumors, game analysis, and everything in between, so if you're a die-hard Dodgers fan, this is the place to be. Now, let's get into it. Rafael Devers has been the heart and soul of the Red Sox for years. A power-hitting third baseman with an elite bat, incredible clutch performances, and a championship pedigree, he has been the one shining light in what has been a tough stretch for Boston. He signed a massive contract extension with the Red Sox last year, so naturally, most fans assumed he was going to be the centerpiece of their future. But as we all know, baseball is a business, and no one is ever truly untouchable. So how did we get here? Why is Devers' name suddenly being linked to the Dodgers? Well, it all comes down to a few key factors. First, the Red Sox have been in a weird spot. They're not exactly rebuilding, but they're also not looking like a serious contender. Ownership has made some questionable moves over the past few seasons, including letting stars like Mookie Betts and Xander Bogaerts walk. With the AL East being as competitive as ever, some people within the league are starting to believe that the Red Sox might be open to the idea of making another massive move by trading Devers to retool their roster. Then there's the Dodgers, who have been one of the most aggressive teams in baseball this offseason. After securing Shohei Ohtani in the biggest free agent signing in history, adding Yoshinobu Yamamoto to their rotation, and reinforcing their depth, LA is clearly all in on winning another championship. But there's one thing they still could improve on, and that is third base. While the Dodgers have some internal options, landing a superstar like Devers would be an absolute game changer for their infield. Imagine a lineup featuring Betts, Freeman, Ohtani, Smith, and then Rafael Devers? That would be flat out unfair. Now, let's talk about the trade rumors themselves. Are these just baseless speculations, or is there actually something to this? Well, according to multiple sources, the Dodgers have been keeping a very close eye on Devers' situation in Boston. There hasn't been any confirmation that a deal is in place, but insiders are reporting that the Red Sox have received inquiries from several teams about Devers' availability, and guess who's at the front of the line? The Los Angeles Dodgers. The idea of the Dodgers making a blockbuster trade is nothing new. Andrew Friedman has been known for pulling off massive deals, and when you consider the prospect depth LA has, it makes total sense that they would be in the mix for a talent like Devers. But here's the big question, what would it take for the Dodgers to land Devers? Let's be real, this wouldn't be a cheap deal. Devers is in his prime, locked into a long-term contract, and the Red Sox would need a serious return to even consider moving him. A package for Devers would likely require the Dodgers to part with some of their top prospects. Names like Dalton Rushing, Michael Busch, or even one of their young pitching arms like Gavin Stone or Bobby Miller could be in the conversation. The Dodgers would also have to be willing to take on Devers' massive contract, which isn't really a problem considering how deep their pockets are. The other factor in all of this is how serious the Red Sox really are about moving Devers. Are they just listening to offers, or are they actively looking to move him? Some reports suggest that Boston isn't necessarily shopping Devers, but they are open to listening. This could be a case of the Red Sox seeing what kind of return they could get for their star, and if the Dodgers come in with a package that's too good to refuse, Boston might just pull the trigger. Another important element to consider here is how Devers would fit in Los Angeles. Offensively, it's a no-brainer. He's a left-handed power bat who crushes right-handed pitching and has a history of performing in big moments. He would slot perfectly into the middle of the Dodgers lineup, giving them yet another dangerous bat to work with. Defensively, Devers has had his struggles at third base, but the Dodgers have shown they can work with players to improve their defense. Plus, with the flexibility in their lineup, they could even explore using him as a DH at times if needed. But let's not forget how Red Sox fans would react if this deal actually happens. Losing Devers would be a devastating blow for Boston. They already lost Mookie Betts to the Dodgers a few years ago, and we all saw how that worked out for LA. Imagine losing another franchise cornerstone to the same team? It would be a tough pill to swallow for Red Sox Nation. But at the same time, if Boston doesn't feel like they can build a contender around Devers in the near future, maybe getting a huge haul of young talent would be the best move for them in the long run. Now, here's where things get even crazier. If this deal actually happens, the Dodgers might not be done. There have been whispers that LA could also be looking at adding another starting pitcher, possibly even going after a bullpen piece to shore up their pitching staff. The Dodgers are making it clear that they want to dominate, and if they land Devers, they might just be putting together one of the most stacked lineups in MLB history. Of course, we have to ask how likely is this trade to actually go down. Right now, it's still in the rumor stage. Nothing is confirmed, and the Red Sox have not officially put Devers on the market. But where there's smoke, there's fire, and if we've learned anything about the Dodgers, it's that they are always working on something behind the scenes. If the opportunity presents itself, don't be surprised if LA makes a serious push to get this done. Dodgers fans, this could be one of the biggest moves in baseball if it happens. Imagine Devers in Dodger blue, mashing home runs at Dodger Stadium, helping LA chase another World Series. Do you think the Dodgers should go all in on Devers, or should they focus on other areas of the roster? Do you believe the Red Sox would actually trade him, or is this just another wild rumor? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you love getting the latest Dodgers updates, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.